provides impact kapag marunong kang gumamit. And
True.
DDC was
Oo.
brilliant with the Oracle to say the
Plus,
least.
yeah, that is basically a free Heaven's Halberd that
Yeah.
doesn't get reduced whether it's a melee or a ranged hero.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. Death Prophet, on the side of LGD Gaming, probably somewhat of a deny pick para sa Forever Young kasi you really like that false promise onto the Death Prophet. Still a very strong combination. And
Now they get the Elder Titan kung saan sumikat si Afu.
there we
Pagkabalik
go.
niya sa
Oo
China,
nga.
napakalakas na kanilang. Look at that.
So core, are we seeing at core Night Stalker now for ano?
Oh, okay. So maybe okay. That is maybe an off lane na Night Stalker dito.
Mhm.
Pero to nasty damage coming out of LGD Forever Young, especially natural order dito. Kaya na-find the Queen of Pain damage.
Mhm.
And just gonna wait for their carry right now. Let's talk about LGD Gaming though. Do you like the Tusk?
The Tusk pick, Ken, I mean, usually you pick Tusk against heroes that don't have mobility kasi yan yung strength niya in the early game. Pero since Queen of Pain ang mid, he likely won't get to support as much to that lane. Pero at the mid game, when the team fights do start happening, the snowball save will be able to delay a Death Prophet's death. Habang kung ma-silence siya, or even kung ma-sleep siya ng Elder Titan, being able to put him in that snowball and protect him from further damage will... Kasi habang naka-snowball siya,
May
the spirits,
exorcism
the
pa rin.
exorcism will still tick. So it's kind of a pseudo oracle pick for Death Prophet.
I'm just concerned dito kasi sabi mo nga napaka-mobile dito ng ang Tusk hindi siya effective against mobile heroes.
I mean in the mid lane.
In the mid lane, but the mobile Queen of Pain, mobile Night Stalker as well can jump through the shards using
So
the
mas
Hunter of the Night.
Mas defensive yung Tusk pick na to in my opinion.
I would say, but not I'm not pretty sold on the Tusk plus the Faceless Void though.
It's risky though. It's risky. Pero if it works later, kung makita mo nga masave siya from the Earth Splitter, masave siya from a Night Stalker silence. Kasi that's basically an additional 3 seconds on top of the normal use ng Death Prophet. So that's 5.5 seconds na invulnerable ang Death Prophet.
Yeah, but okay, sige. Actually, kasi ang concern ko lang naman dito, that snowball save might be the better setup naman for LGD. Their splitter or the stomp, kung ano man pwede connecta dito. Depende na lang din again sa execution.
Execution talaga. Yeah. It's all about execution. Tusk has fallen off because syempre, he really needs that Blink Dagger para perfect yung snowball saves. And habang wala yung Blink Dagger, yan yung opening ng LFY to really go on to that Death Prophet.
Anyway, like dito pick ng Forever Young para meron lang din silang tower hitter dito, legit, and of course get some sort of tower damage, and then parang additional chase potential. Napaka ganda ng chase potential dito ng LGD Forever Young, Queen of Pain, Lycan, Night Stalker, and I really like this interaction though. Night Stalker with the darkness and the howl mula sa Lycan. So very cheesy type of draft.
Cheesy play, pero yeah. I like it then, especially with the Lycan providing extra vision para sa kanila. May Night Stalker vision na sila in the night time, plus that those wolves being able to scout out kung ano man pinaplano ng LGD Gaming.
So we can see a very time push dito para sa LGD Forever Young.
Enigma. And there we go. No BKB cancel on the side of LFY once he does get that BKB
for sure.
up.
Tama ka naman, napakaganda. Although Earth Splitter, but I'm not sure.
Earth Splitter,
does it stop?
We have to check, pero it's not an instant cancel.
I guess
so.
Even
that's 3.14 seconds delay.
Yeah.
So Earth Splitter. So even then, that is 3.14 seconds of black hole.
Fair
uncancelable black hole.
Fair enough. So tama ka naman. This is gonna be an uncancelable na black hole. And what do you favor right now? Team fight wise, nasa execution pa rin talaga
Execution pa rin.
Hindi ko masabing maganda yung clear cut na advantage dito ng LGD kasi maganda yung counter ng Elder Titan, tas the damage mula sa LFY course dito, especially the Queen of Pain, nandun pa rin. Pwede sila mag-counter, tas may false promise pa sila dito. So pag maganda yung timing ng LFY with their sync of skills, kaya nilang i-overwhelm LGD, even though LGD has that straightforward na advantage, I would say.
Pero draft-wise, I would really just give it to LGD simply because wala silang
Cancel na
BKB
BKB. Okay.
piercing black hole cancel, which is a big deal in pro games. Kasi whenever you see that Enigma na walang nakaka-cancel ng BKB,
Yeah.
it's really just gonna be painful to watch.
Completely agree with you with that. And I think that's also why I would favor LGD. At kung makikita nyo lang mga chong, grabe. Ridiculous. 5,640 ang total na
Mga battle pass levels.
battle pass levels. Anyway, let us now go to our game number 2 of this best of 5 series. LGD with a 1-point lead dito. And now they are on the Radiant side. Yao sa kanilang Ancient Apparition Victoria with the Tusk. Maybe ang kanilang Death Prophet dito, Ame, on that Face this Void 11 sa kanyang offlane Enigma.
Sa side naman ng LFY, that is Monet on the Lycan, Super on the Queen of Pain. And there we go, DBC on his signature Oracle. Afu will be taking that Night Stalker on the roaming support, and it looks like an in-flame offlane Elder Titan.
Okay. Sobrang throwback nito back in the days kung saan offlane ng Elder Titan using the Ancestral Spirit, pamako ng Vision, tapos nagli-leech lang sa mga nag-ancient camps. Ay, nag-neutral camps. Yun yung dating play dito ng isang Elder Titan para makakuha ng experience. Does have 600 HP at the start of the game at 315 MS, so not bad in terms of survivability.
Oh, another Tusk Immortal.
Yeah.
Immortal Kinetic Gem.
Oh, I think, was it? Okay, nandun nga. Orbital Decay naman sa kanya, sa Ice Sark's Fist.
There we go.
Okay, Orbital Delay.
Sobrang, like, una ko na nakita si Jabs, parang parami na yung mga lumalabas.
So here comes the slow para kay Yao dito. Will they catch up? Mukhang hindi. And Yao will survive. Will just chunk on that Tango. Tapos nakawa ng bounty dito si Elder Titan. And that's 0 kills, syempre. But here comes the courier though. Mukhang careful pa rin talaga ang LFY dito not to ferry that courier until they make sure na walang nakabang. Ngayon, nakita na ng wards dito. Actually, may ward ang Dire dito sa may mid lane. And that spotted out the Victoria for a bit kanina nung dumaan siya dun sa tree line. And now, safe na ngayon at pagbigay ng creeps ng salve dito. Napaka-importante nun di ba? Kasi more teams dito, especially sa Chinese region, pwede silang makakill ng courier. Here comes the Fortune's End, and this could be a perfect setup. Well, wala pa naman kasi stomp kasi level 1 pa na siya. But the damage indeed mula dito sa Elder Titan. Not gonna be enough. Smack siya dito ni Ame. Does he have the time? Oh, there is gonna be the aggressive time box. Shards will not connect. Fortune's End will help. Ito kanyang tropa dito. And he will just salve up.
Good counter prediction ng Shards na yan. From In-Flame. Expecting it coming through. Tapos yun na ganda. Ayun nga.
Ancestral Spirit will not land dun sa Ancient Apparition. Tri-lane versus dual lane dito. A lot of damage mula sa side ng LFI. I think kailangan lang maghintay na magkaroon ng stomp itong si Elder Titan kasi the Fortune's End is a good setup para sa isang stomp na incoming dito. Depende na lang kung malalan nila.
Especially maski later on, yung no Ancestral Spirit stomp does a lot of damage in the early levels. Kasi combined physical and magical. So walang makunat sa kanya early game.
Especially with the natural order pa, pag meron kang value point doon, talagang mapapatumba mo kahit sino, kahit gaano pa kakunat. 2 minutes into this game, less than 1,000 net worth lead para sa ng LFY.
This one-on-one matchup, medyo Wolves versus Idle Ones. Side na top.
Summon versus Summon.
Pero ang advantage dyan is definitely the Enigma kasi pwede niyang gawin Idle Ones si Wolves
as easily. He will suffer though. He will suffer from mana problems, I would say.
Until he gets that Soul Ring.
Yep.
Pero Soul Ring a very easy farm for Enigma.
Actually, hindi nga siya mag-Soul Ring dito. He will opt for the Arcane Boots.
No Arcane.
The Super versus maybe dito. I would favor the Death Prophet just so we can use the Soul Simon. But there comes the mid lane. It's gonna be the Vortex applied with the Chilling Touch. They're dealing a lot of damage dito, but the Shards though, quite a misplay mula dito sa ating Tusk. There is the turnaround stomp. The damage from In-Flame is quite big. There's a time dilation being applied dito, but the save, actually, the Purifying
from the
Flames.
Purifying Flames medyo backfires sa side ng LFY.
Kasi not enough na burst mula doon. You could have killed that Tusk, but it ended up healing him instead.
Going back to the mid lane matchup, you rarely see Super nowadays on those flashy heroes. Medyo, di ba, playstyle niya, he's not on those flashy heroes. Mahilig siya sa mga Dragon Knight, Alchemist. He's that kind of mid player. And him seeing
an active Queen of Pain, baka hindi siya sanay dito. And look at that, he's actually losing the duel against this Death Prophet. Even without the Spirit Siphon, here comes a snowball para kay Elder Titan. The first blood going in favor of LGD. Chilling touch. A lot of damage talaga. Pero, ayun nga, sabi mo Super, sa international, here comes the Night Stalker Fortunes and to connect para sa ating Death Prophet. So, Spirit Siphon though, dealing a lot of heals, but the Purifying Flames will close out with the last smack mula dito sa Night Stalker. Nighttime is now active.
Much needed gank para kay Super there because he was losing the lanes pretty badly. 12 to 21 despite his free lane now.
Yep.
Talagang hirap.
Hirap talaga. Sabi mo nga kanina dito, hindi siya sanay. Sanay lang siya sa Viper, Dragon Knight, and internationally known siya as the lazy.
Lazy mid laner.
Lazy mid laner na nga. Viper, Dragon Knight, those passive heroes, Razor at one point. Mga very tanky lang. Doon lang siya sikat. And the flashy Queen of Pain might be
not up his wheelhouse.
Yeah, parang maybe outside his comfort zone.
Exactly. Tingnan natin, maybe he will show another trick to his sleeve. Veteranong na. Maybe he learned a few tricks back in the day pa rin.
1-1 ang ating score. LGD has got a 500 net worth lead.
Quite impressive on the Lycan. 25 last hits versus the 14 last hits of the Enigma. Usually Enigma will be very fortunate in that lane. That is a matchup he could have won. There we go. The power.
Night Stalker though, trying to just harass itong si Enigma na mukhang I don't know, he will go for the Orb of the Light Stone. Kaya trip dito, maybe go for the Medallion of Courage as soon as possible.
Well, yeah, especially sa amount of physical damage they can deal, especially with an Elder Titan.
Now there is the Cold Feet na bash pa siya dito, but not enough.
Hindi tumama yung time dilation. Both spells were off cooldown.
Stomp onto, well, just to harass, I guess.
Actually,
get some last hits dun sa clips din.
I really like what Valve did when they changed up how time dilation works. That it really has to be
sobrang OP nung time na yun.
Yung before, diba? If they cast it, magiging it will stack.
Stack up, but here comes Spirit Siphon onto Night Stalker. He's not the slowest of targets. Here comes the Queen of Pain, the Sonic Wave na dodge ng Tusk Snowball dito. And there is the damage. Death Prophet still gonna fall, but Night Stalker might be there as well. Tusk will not survive, and 3 men down on LGD.FY. Despite that miss mula sa Sonic Wave, sila pa rin ang nag-come up on top. Well, that was a 4v2 situation, so
and easy shrine para sa LGD.FY, pero as I was saying, noong draft, the power of the snowball
to save.
If they had maybe more heroes to back up, if the Enigma rotated, that could have easily been a turnaround. Pero you know, this early on, seeing Victoria with those snowball saves, encouraging sign para sa LGD.
Definitely. And now 4 kills pa rin naman, all things considered. LGD.FY still coming up on top. 1,000 net worth lead for them. They have 4 kills as well. Mid lane, there is quite a bit of a tussle. Ang daming heroes dito. Fortunate on the Death Prophet. Spirit Siphon para sa Night Stalker to at least leave the damage. Good shards indeed. Nakuha nila dito with the Swarm. Harriet Swarm will finish off. Here comes Super with a very aggressive maneuver. He might pay for his life. One more hit would have secured the kill. Pero boy siya dito. The Fortune's End to lock down the Death Prophet. He is down for the count. Here comes Inflame, smacking down this Tusk. Ang dami niyang damage dito. Plus 150. And he will take him down. Double kill para sa ating Elder Titan. And buhay pa rin ang Oracle dito as well as that Super Queen of Pain. 7-2 ang ating score. 1,000 net worth. Make that 2K para sa LGD.FY squad. And nakita nyo naman yung damage dito ng Elder Titan. Plus 150.
Yun na, ang power ng Max Astral Spirit. Very early on. It's not even a Max Astral Spirit. It's just a level 2 Astral Spirit. Pero you know, the more heroes that congregate into a team fight, the better it is para sa Elder Titan.
Napakaga din nung parang pag-group up ng both teams doon. 3 versus 3 agad. Pero, ang recipient, I think ang pinaka-recipient talaga ng benefits ng mga ganong kaguluhan was the Lycan na nag-free farm dito sa top lane. 3,100 net worth ang kanyang kalamangan. Bottom lane though, Ame will go aggressive onto Afu.
Chronosphere is available, but I thought he will commit it.
Very tasky Afu.
Oh, there we go. Wow.
Chronosphere, but here comes the chilling touch though. Might be enough. The bash will be there. That is gonna be enough. And combo rin naman talaga ng
the Ancient Apparition, even without the Ice Blast, showing how good he can be with the Faceless Void.
Hindi nga sila naglagay ng Cold Feet no, ng combo with the Chronosphere. Di ba yung usually ginagawa? Yeah. Chronosphere into Cold Feet para more lockdown. After that, Enigma though will survive the onslaught of the LGD squad. And because of the kill, Faceless Void is now top of the net worth.
Siyempre, tinan mo naman yung mga statue, yung mga FNG nila, puro LGD.
Yeah.
LFY pa nga, LFY favorite team ng isang LGD player. Love your sister team.
Love your sister team. Paano ba magkaroon? Di ba player cards yan?
Basta may complete set ka ng isang team,
okay.
You can set them as your favorite team.
Tapos mas gaganda lang kapag mga gold, di ba?
Pag puro gold ka, may TP style ka rin. Parang yung TP style nila. Pag nag-TP sila, pag puro gold.
Rap! Kailangan ko nun.
Rap di ba?
Kaso paano ba magka-player cards? Di ba na level pa? There comes the rotation. Exorcism committed. The shards. Perfect on the mark. There's gonna be the Fate's Edict. But I doubt that will save this Lycan, and that's 2 down on the side of LFY. Medyo nakalimutan ko yung tawag doon kay Lycan. Sabi ko sana Wolf, pero hindi naman siya Wolf form.
Ikaw si Wolf, Messi. Ikaw si Wolf.
Tama naman. So, good ice shards, and now they will transition into taking the objective. That's a strike naman ng LGD squad ngayon. They might lose the team fights, but they can win the game through objective taking.
True. Tsaka, alam mo naman, di ba, old saying sa Dota 2, the strongest black hole is the one not used. So, habang may black hole ang Enigma, LFY will be very cautious about taking team fights.
Pagod ng idiom yan sa mga hindi nakalapat. Here comes a smoke mula sa LFY. 2 ang nakasmoke dito. Stomp to connect. Uy, actually, that will not happen. It will still happen. Naklip pa rin siya dito. Fortunate, nakas na dito. Wala na siya time walk and he will be taken down.
Ang ganda nun, yung positioning ni Inflame, anticipating that time walk out, guarantees.
Guaranteed. Sobrang naklip lang yung time, yung Faceless Void doon, and they can now push the lane if they so wish. They don't have the best damage though.
Elder Titan now going for that Rod of Athos. Interestingly. Extra control for him as well as
extra setup.
Yeah. Guaranteeing his stomp into the probable Earth Splitter down the line.
For sure. At maganda rin naman yung build-up nun kasi double bracer will benefit him definitely. Tapos may Staff of Wizardry na makailangan din. The recipe. Ang ganda talaga ng update sa Rod of Athos is na mas smooth yung build order comes sa Chronosphere. Para lang dito sa ating Night Stalker Cold Feet on top, and this is a sure kill. So it seems, but the false promise will be there from DDC. Will it be enough to save him? That's the question. There's the Purifying Blaze supply. Sonic Wave, 4 yata tinamaan. Black Hole, isa lang ang tumama dito. 1 down on side of LGD, and makakatakbo pa si Lycan with that Lycan 4 max moves. He stomp, catches to Earth Splitter. There you go. Ice Blast though will connect on the Lycan as well as the Elder Titan, and that's a good comeback potential mula sa LGD. 2-4-1 after that. Napakaganda nung laban na yun on both teams.
Oo nga, that was a prolonged team fight, pero ultimates eventually came out. Ang ganda nga, they didn't blow their ultimates kaagad. They really just was waiting for the perfect time. Yung Earth Splitter connected onto a lot. Chronosphere, unfortunately, isa lang siya at the start, pero the False Promise did save him. Tapos yung Black Hole, only 1 din ang tinamaan.
Like it, nabuhay rin siya. Ice Blast.
Ang pinaka-MVP doon yung Ice Blast.
Yeah, for sure.
Ang ginawa niya yata, lumayo pa siya just to guarantee that he gets as much as he can.
And super, there you go. The replay brought to us by Mineski TV. Oh, nabuhay yung ating Night Stalker because of the False Promise. Snowball wasn't enough to save his teammates. And Sonic Wave catching 3 actually. Pero napunta sa masamang lugar dito si Queen of Pain. That's actually the task down. Look at that. Lycan will just get out of the situation. Naganda nitong stomp din. And again, the Earth Splitter not gonna connect sa Faceless Void. Will kill the DP. But yun nga, ang bad nung pwesto dito na Cold Feet actually si Super.
And there we go. Nakikita mo, ang galawan ni Super doon, pang-tanky na hero. Frontline siya on that Queen of Pain.
Yeah, but look at that. Now they get onto Tusk for 3 heroes against 1, and that's a dead Tusk. Ganda nung replay din natin ito.
Oo nga.
Beautiful
Maski medyo slow motion pa nga yung replay na yun. Twitch daw may problema kasi ang dami daw black screen. Pero baka refresh nyo lang mga best.
Oo nga. Okay. So
Radiant's bottom tower is under
ba't kaya?
attack.
That's a question. Mukhang Twitch ang nagkamali dito.
And Enigma staying on top of the network chart, dialing back, going for that Midas now. Midas really good on Enigma because meron siyang cooldown reduction talent at a very early stage and level 15. 15% at level 15.
Here comes the Chronosphere para sa isang Laika dito. And there's the Ice Blast connection. Might be a dead Laika. Snowball just to make sure for good measure lang dito. Afu in quite a bit of a trouble but will he get spotted?
No.
Vortex will not.
The Knight helped him out greatly over there.
Ice Vortex not gonna find that Night Stalker. 8-11. Pero si Enigma pinamayaman after all this time.
And while he has that Midas really, I think he will stay on top. Sky Broadband. Okay.
Ano daw yun?
Nag-uusap-usap pa rin sila kung bakit nagloloko.
So wala pala problema. Oh no, here comes Super. Stealing the Fortune's End. There's a time dilation committed dito. Sonic Wave na dodge dito. There is the Earth Splitter clipping to it. Slowing down 2 heroes dito. So no, well, backup mula sa LGD. Here comes Super once again. Wants to kill onto 11, but 11 will still survive. Now he's in a bad spot. The shards will not be enough to lock down that, well,
that
Queen
was
of Pain.
such an error from Super. The Earth Splitter was coming in. That damage was going to be enough to kill that Faceless Void. Pero na-excite siya.
Na-excite na naman.
Sonic Wave. Nagising.
Premature Sonic Wave.
And
at dahil nga naman nakapag-deal siya ng damage doon, nagising ang Faceless Void.
Blowing your load early, mga kaibigan.
Yule Scepter para sa Death Prophet natin dito. Smoke. What's the smoke though? I think Invis Rune. Smoke nga. Invis Rune nga lang. Ito para sa Inflame Elder Titan. Who now has his Bracer pa lang. So medyo malayo pa siya sa Rod of Aethos.
Double Bracer na at this point. As well as that Soul Ring. So at least he can sustain very well in those team fights.
1,000 gold away from that Rod of Aethos. Exorcism na ngayon, kinumit dito sa may mid lane. But I think makapag-defend dito ang LFY. There you go, Super. Trying to be aggressive. Ice Shard. Walang tatamaan dito. Wala rin malalockdown. The wave has been cleared. And here comes LFY. Keeping na dito ang Elder Titan. Now they are using the Ancestral Spirit dito just to spot out some rotations. But I think the tower will be taken down. Stomp. Not connect on anyone, and masyadong takot ang LFY to commit. There's gonna be the silence connection on the Queen of Pain. Black Hole is ready, Crossbear is ready, Crossbear catches 2. Here comes the Ice Blast on top of it. They will take down that Oracle. Good start so far. No more heal para sa LFY, and that's a dead Elder Titan as well.
Very good Chronosphere mula sa Faces Void, catching that Oracle. Kasi whenever he doesn't catch that Oracle, False Promise will be there to turn it around talaga sa LFY.
Now, na-use nila dito si Queen of Pain. Silence will be there. Here comes the Black Hole just for good measure. And I think the commitment is still good. That's the Queen of Pain down. At alam nila na wala namang backup din afterwards. So okay lang din dahil makakapush sila ngayon. LGD getting the most value out of their ultimates, I would say. Sabihin natin, yes, hindi sila nakakuha ng 5-man Chronosphere or 5-man combos dito.
Pero that was 2 towers.
That was 2 towers. Hindi na napataman nila.
As well as 3 kills for 2 ultimates.
Yeah.
So you know ngayon, ang gagawin na lang, while their cooldowns are down, they just farm the map. Wait for their next power level once again.
And pieces LGD with the proper read dun sa game. Sabihin natin, mas maganda yung basa nila sa laro. Ngayon, nakapag-farm sila, mas maganda yung space sila. Sabihin natin, yes, nauna yung LFY dito, nananalo sila ng mga clash early on. Pero sabi nila, ganito lang gagawin natin. Farm a bit, maghintay ng cooldown. Kapag maganda yung mga, pag available lahat ng cooldowns natin, i-bully natin yung kalaban natin. Kasi, yung threat man lang dito ng paglan ng Chronosphere, ng Black Hole, ng Ice Blast, ng Exorcism, it is enough na ma-dissuade yung LFY.
Exactly.
Sa parang threat lang parang power play lang mula sa LGD at hindi nag-group up yung LFY dahil doon. At dahil doon nga naman, napita sila around the map, hindi ready yung LFY squad and LGD one step ahead sa kanilang kalaban, kaya sila nananalo ngayon.
Tsaka maganda rin sa lineup ng LGD, they don't have to rely on the smoke ganks for those initiations kasi meron silang Death Prophet with the Exorcism fronting. Anyway, smoke rotation mula sa LFY dito.
Nga nagpiping na sila dito. Alam ng LGD again, one step ahead.
Kanina ba to? Game 1
I say that, here comes 11, popping the smoke. But the darkness has been committed at hindi nila masyadong alam yung pwestuhan dito. Tusk though, might be in trouble. Will be seen. Here comes the silence na Fate's Ignition dito. The TP out! Hindi na kinailangan.
Purifying Flames guaranteeing that kill for DDC.
Purifying Flames.
But that's okay. That was a 5-man rotation and you give away your position for Tusk. That is something LGD will take any day of the week.
Top lane, here we go. There is gonna be the push mula sa side ng LFI. Makakapag-depend. But here comes the smoke. They do have the Chronosphere. May find Super. Will he land it? Nako, nahuli na niya nga. Ice Blast will be here. And the damage, although the false promise mula kay DDC. Here comes the Fate Cidic. So no more magic damage. And this might save that Queen of Pain. The silence will be applied. Almost blowing up itong Queen of Pain. But it still lives. The bash. Para lang dito mapigilan ng Queen of Pain, but not gonna be enough. He's quite tanky. The courier though might pay for his life. And actually na-cancel nila yung TP dito ni DDC. The damage, not dodge na yun. There's a face edict, but that will not save you.
That is a courier and a support
for a Chronosphere.
LGD. So not bad and easy entrance sa kanila para sa Roshan.
Ticket to the Roshan earned by LGD. Right now, 12-12 ang ating score. 2,000 net worth lead para sa LGD squad. Exorcism kinumit na dito ng LGD. And now they're maxing out the heroes of LFY. Ice Shards dito. Oh no, the Lycan form though. There's the Snowball. The Sonic Wave only connecting on one. Aegis will be popped. Ame will take it. Here is gonna be the Exorcism dealing a lot of damage. Night Stalker finds Enigma though. And there is gonna be the Cold Fate proccing on the Night Stalker. 1-for-1 trade so far. Tumatakbo dito si Monet. Although the stop is quite perfect right now. Ice Blast will clip in flame. The Earth Splitter will not be nearly enough. At there you go. 2 down on the side of LFY. Isama mo pa yung Aegis na nakuha ng LGD.
And that was LGD winning the team fight without a black hole.
Yeah. Without a Crossfire as well.
So really,
sobrang ill-advised nung nung LFI sa akin.
yung pag-contest Like they didn't really have the resources. I mean, ideally, ang meron ka talaga Echo Stomp for you to just be able. The Echo Stomp in a Roshan pit will almost guarantee an Earth Splitter. Pero they didn't wait for that opening.
Kaya nila inintay dito. And they also fought against Exorcism. One of the worst mistakes that you'll ever do. Never fight under Exorcism unless meron kang Blade Main. Or unless you have ultimates na magaganda. First down na hero.
Yeah, just... It's a Death Prophet. Sustained, she likes those sustained team fights If you don't have the burst...
Prolonged team fights, tama naman.
Then you're just gonna have a bad time. Naglolo ko pa rin nga daw most of them.
Oh.
Ano kaya nangyari?
Shoutout sa inyong lahat ng mga sa mga gusto magpa-shoutout dyan. Try namin na magpa-shoutout. And medyo matindi ang ating aksyonan right now.
LGD, 14-13 but already a 4,000 net worth lead at this point. So really, at mas halos walang anytime. I think LGD walang timing whatsoever ang lineup nila.
Parang I would say, ang pinaka-timing nila is the cooldown, but here comes the Rod of Athos. The stun will be there, pero na-perch off ng Fortune's End. Yule Scepter para kay Super, makapag-blink out siya. No more mana. Will he reach? Uy, na-stun siya dito. Ice Blast will connect definitely. Wala siyang mana. That could be goodbye Super unless si DDC will sacrifice himself. Uy,
almost.
Actually, he will survive.
But he has no
TP.
TP.
No TP.
He has to wait for his mana to come back and there we go. He does get it. Eventually, but that is a lot of time wasted para kay Super just to be able to
he might go
out.
Oh, he has to be careful
now.
now.
He's gonna waste so much time there.
Definitely. Napakatagal niya maghintay dito. At actually, 60 seconds on cooldown pa yung kanyang TP. So talagang matagal-tagal pa siya dito. Hindi siya makapag-defend for his team. This is pretty bad for LFY. Aggressive maneuver mula kay
Dire's
Faceless
bottom
Void
tower
dito.
is
He's
under attack.
being damaged dito. Still
He
survives.
can't even cut the creeps kasi wala siya talagang
Yep.
mana.
He has to be careful. There you go. Makakuha siya ng bounty route dito. Can get out of harm's way. Tier 1 tower taken down. Although Victoria finds super. There you go. The snowball will be there. He's still gonna proceed. The shards. Perfect on the mark. Ice Blast. Tatama ba dito? Super. Oh, it will hit. But no additional damage. Here comes Lycan though. With the shape shift. Nag-ahabol si dito. There is gonna be that Rod of Athos para makontrol itong ating Lycan. And that's another burn ultimate. Oh no. Finds him mid-air. There is the damage. And that's one dead Night Stalker.
I like how Void is so sure of his one-man Chronos. Kasi even if he blows his Chrono kaagad, meron pa siyang black hole from his team to rely on later on. So really, they're not scared of pulling the trigger, and those are like the Chrono skills that I like. Di sila nagpapaka-fancy. They don't want to rely on the 2-man, 3-man Chrono skills. As long as they find that value target. Parang yung ginagawa ni Ana sa Faceless Void niya kahapon.
The core position to Faceless Void. Anyway, Ice Blast will, I don't know actually if it connected, but there is gonna be a fortune said. Connect on Ame and LFY. It looks like they want to dip back to the fight. Mukhang gusto nila mag-re-engage dito. Here comes the Night Stalker. Slow applied to Ame, but Ame will just shrug it off with the Time Walk. There are, well, wala silang Chronosphere dito, but they do have the Black Hole. No Blink Dagger for Enigma, which means na kailangan pa nila maghintay dito. Exorcism is available para sa side ng LGD.FY. Medyo dito sa sides, but the Observer Wards will actually spot out Ame.
I like this Guardian Breach pick up mula sa Enigma. Kasi that is a lot of physical damage, mostly physical damage on the side of LFY. And yung threshold 15 bonus armor will really go a long way.
Definitely. Here comes the Rod of Athos to catch the Queen of Pain. Nagkabal pa rito with the Snowball. Ice Blast. Will it connect? Mukhang hindi. Stomp will be there. Catching 2. But here is gonna be the Faceless Void actually just bullying this Oracle, and napa-false promise na dito si Oracle on his own. Samantala dito sa mid lane, there's gonna be the split push mula sa ating Lycan. Will he be successful? Looks like he will be successful at mukhang LGD, mapaback na lang dito. Magandang understanding of the situation mula sa side ng LFY. Rod of Athos applied sa Queen of Pain. Napapayusap siya dito. Snowball will not connect. The Black Hole though on a solo hero. Another value Chrono. Another value Black Hole, I mean. Ame finds the Oracle. Chronosphere catching 2. There's the damage. There's the Ice Blast. Mag-connect dito sa Night Stalker. But Inflame Elder Titan will not be long for the world. Let's say that. Why pa rin siya dito? Na-earth up siya dito. Afu though might pay for his life. Here comes the Yules. Para sa Elder Titan, they're still chasing Rod of Athos to counter, but he will still be taken down.
LGD parang basang-basa talaga ng sister team nila eh. I'm sure they scrim a lot. Siyempre, given that they are the same team. So, kilalang-kilala na nila yung isa't isa at this point. 5,000 lead now in the way of LGD. Since LGD don't have exorcism, they don't force anything. They take it slow. Yan naman talaga ang Chinese Dota. Whenever they have the advantage, they really don't like taking any more chances. Nice and slow talaga.
And guys, medyo nag-aaroon ng problema yung mismong Twitch. Hindi po yung Mineski TV. Kasi medyo nag-aaroon ng lag dun sa ating stream.
So talagang Twitch talaga yung may problema ngayon.
So it seems. Look at that, the replay dito. Solo Black Hole, but again, value Black Hole kasi may follow-up na Cold Feet. Ito naman, Ame, 2-man Chronosphere. Beautifully played mula sa side ng LGD squad. Kamama yung Ice Blast dito. Still surviving though.
Just a bit, pero yun nga. Night Stalker overstaying his welcome. Na he was frostbitten, so really couldn't get anything done pa anymore. GG na nga ito sinasabi ni Ryan. 1-2-1-7-92.
Alright. 9-30 na ating score. 5,000 net worth lead for our boys in red. LGD. Parang ano pala ito eh, Mapua Intramuros.
Bakit?
Laban sa Mapua Makati.
Okay.
Diba? Kahapon kasi EG Ateneo Lasal. Tapos yung newbie OG, Admu. Mapua versus UE. Sino yung Mapua dito? LGD. LFY.
Bakit Mapua versus UE?
Pares kulay red. Ano ba naman,
Okay.
Swarly? Nilalok.
Yung AAP kasi pinapanood ko hindi NCAA.
Hindi mo, ano ka ba, UE? UAAP naman yun. Nangyari dito.
UE pala. Oo nga
Nangyari
pala.
sa'yo, Tolls.
Wala.
Ito talaga, parang si Sir Julius talaga.
And Swirly Lab na, diba?
Alam mo ba, ito, di ko pa nakwento kay Butters. Ito si Sir Julius. Pagkalabas namin ni Boss Nate dito, pagkakita namin may kasamang babae, si Sir Julius. May isang kasaling chicas. Di ko kilala kung sino. Ayaw niya ipakilala eh. Sir Julius, Sir J. Sir Julius.
Grabe naman. Anyways, tama na dito. Balik na tayo sa game.
Back to the ball game we go. 6,000 net worth lead para sa LGD squad. Hindi pa ganun kalaki yung kanilang kalamangan dito. At oo nga no, tamang big bad J nga talaga. Awet tayo dyan. Tapos cut out ng Wolves dito. Ang ilang movements mula sa LGD.
Na-scoutan ni Wolf.
Yep. Siyempre naman, tamang scout lang.
Item check nga tayo. Tignan natin yung mga power spike.
Yep, Lotus Orb mula sa Death Prophet dito. What do you think? No Blink Dagger so far para kay Leven. Meron lang siyang BKB dito. I think it's fine. What do you think about the BKB no Blink Enigma?
Enigma? I think it's okay kasi you already have the Faceless Void being able to time walk in.
Okay.
Tsaka patient naman yung black hole niya. He doesn't really have to force anything in. The mere fact na the power of the black hole off cooldown is enough to really dissuade LFY from committing. Hindi sila pwede mag-commit, masasaktan lang sila.
Yeah. Wow, medyo malalim yun, parang Swarny. Mga may pinaghuhugutan kaya ata. Iba ka. Tier 3 tower actually taken down by the Lycan dito due to split push.
And yun nga, I like si Death Prophet din, meron na siyang Lotus Orb. So, really, he can really just frontline as much as he wants at this point, as well as the Rod of Athos to keep Queen of Pain, a good item against Queen of Pain, really preventing her from blinking easily. Masa-silence na rin siya after that point. So really, walang magagawa talaga as long as Use of Scepter is off cooldown para kay Super.
And there you go, aggressive Chronosphere dito, catching the Oracle. Just actually commit the Ice Blast. Naman sa may bottom lane, a little bit of pressure being applied. The glyph will be popped dito mula sa side ng LFY. And there you go, the Exorcism dealing a lot of damage. Oracle has to buy back right now. There's gonna be the time dilation to slow down itong si Elder Titan from the backlines. Here comes Super, but the snowball to save save himself, I would say.
Black King Bar was committed.
Black King Bar indeed mula kay Leven dito. Na-silence na dito si Death Prophet. Does have the Spirit Siphon. And now the Exorcism still dealing a lot of damage. Sa may top lane naman, it's gonna be the Lycan na nag-split push dito. Turns his attention dito sa mid lane. And actually, napatay nila dito si Tusk. Look at that. The Howl will be committed. The damage will be there. But the Faceless Void is here. Na-stun niya dito si Monet. Glyph activated dito. And Lycan has to back down. Tusk with the buyback dito. Ancient Apparition elsewhere was taken down. The Death Prophet will be gone. But here comes the Lotus Orb. Para makancel yung slow. The Yule Scepter will be returned. Yule Scepter dito. Here comes the Earth Splitter. And it will land on 3 heroes. Here is the Black Hole. Catching 4. And then itong Oracle, wala siyang magawa. He just watches his teammates die from the Black Hole. There's the false promise. Will it be enough? He's still being bashed. And he will pop. Here comes the Death Prophet with a monster kill. What a Black Hole.
And
dito, mula kay 11.
And this is without a dagger.
No dagger needed.
Ang ganda talaga ng... That is very good positioning talaga from 11.
Wow.
Not really forcing. I mean, he is very patient. Patience from Zhao. Yun yung talaga ina-exhibit niya ngayon. He's not really rushing that black hole. He knows when to cast him and he doesn't need the dagger really at all.
Wala.
And despite this, he will pick it up next pero parang after that, parang hindi niya talaga kailangan eh.
Yeah. Oh, well played mula sa LGD squad. And akala ng LFY dito, mapapatay na nila si Maybe, but maybe proper usage of the Lotus Orb. Also patient with the Yule Scepter. Ang ganda rin nung Earth Splitter dito, pero sabi mo nga, still not enough. The Guardian Grips actually from the Enigma saving that Death Prophet a lot talaga.
So really good itemization talaga sa Enigma. Really getting so much value out of his items.
Yung Oracle dito, parang he can only save one hero dun sa time na yun. And kahit pa sabihin natin hindi siya nasama sa black hole, apat naman yung kinakailangan niyang kalamanin. And wow. Enigma God indeed. Tingnan natin. Sana na-clip natin or whatever. It's one of the better plays din talaga.
Of the series.
Of the series.
Atimone was really doing the right thing kanina. Kasi
split push.
He can't fight eh. I mean, they can't fight into Chronosphere, into Black Hole.
Totoo yan. Here comes Somnus though. That's the Rod of Athos. There's gonna be the silence, pero nakapag-like it from the Shaliter. Here comes the Yule Scepter. Will they commit the Chrono? Indeed they will. Here's the Ice Blast to follow. And that's one dead wolf if I haven't seen one. Sucks to say it, pero ganun talaga yung nangyari.
Yeah, wala. And they're barreling towards the top and the bottom lane. Now, Exorcism available, so this is looking like another set of Raxes para sa kanila.
Maybe Super doing the best he can para makapag-split push dito. Might head towards the mid lane. Pero this could be an easy defense for LGD. Pwede sila TP lang ng isang hero dito. It looks like it's gonna be the Faceless Void. Sabi ng LGD dito, sige, wala ka namang Chronosphere. Let's just use other of our ultimates to push down and apply pressure dito sa may bottom lane. Nakasmoke sila dito. Still, mukhang magsusurvive. Magre-respawn na si Laika dito before the push happens.
And they will just back away.
Back
as
away.
Cleanly as that. So, Faceless Void rotating towards the enemy jungle now. Pero 11 and the rest of LGD will take down the shrine. Nag-group up dito ang LFY, pero will they really try to do anything? It seems unlikely at this point.
Especially kung merong Aegis na available ngayon para sa kay Ame. This is a bad fight for LFY if they so wish. And actually, the Chronosphere will be up in 30 seconds. Wala siyang Aghanim Scepter, but that delay was enough. Now they are applying the pressure dito sa my bottom lane. You look at that, Ame just rushing towards the tower.
Exorcism.
And mukhang wala sa position ng LFY dito. Nako, they will lose a lot of structures dito if they do not react quickly. There is gonna be the Darkness Pop. Nag-smoke dito para mabilis sila makalakad, but that's a tier 3 tower down. Soon to follow dito ang melee barracks dito sa may bottom lane, and another barracks dito. But in the black hole na naman sila dito. Baited na naman sila. Sabi nila sila magra-wrap around, but the surprise was there. Rod of Athos applied para sa Oracle. There is gonna be a fortune there. The buybacks from LFY, dalawa. False promise na ko. Self-false promise na naman dito. This is really bad. And they are just chunking him down. Although na-stun nila dito ang ating Tusk, there is gonna be the Guardian Reef to save him. But Lycan though, applying some pressure in the top lane, will get one tower. There's the use of Rod of Athos. Will catch him and he will pay for his life. That is one down again from the side of LFY. Although dito sa may bottom lane, may mid lane, the silence dito, but the Manta style will be there to purge off that silence. They're still chasing though. BKB by Ame, and he will get out of harm's way. Only popping the Aegis.
He did lose the he did lose the Aegis, pero no real casualties on the side of LGD Gaming.
Trust me, I know how to handle such.
Is Ame taking over itong jungle ng side ng LGD. Right now, 11,000 net worth advantage para sa LFY. Itong ating Laika, nakakuha siya ng split push dito sa top lane, but they will still lose more than they gain doon sa laban na yon. Kasi isang barracks yung napatumba ng LFY, pero ang kapalit, 2 barracks dito sa may bottom lane, as well as a buyback para sa Queen of Pain. Sama mo pa yung Night Stalker. That's a big economical blow sa LFY's bank. Kumbaga.
12,000. So, very, sobrang behind na talaga at this point ng LFY. I don't really think they have any more plays left in them kasi the rat doesn't work, the team fight doesn't work. So right now, the best they can bet is, the best they can do is hope for a bad Chronosphere, hope for a bad black hole. And even then, how behind are they in the items?
Series of unfortunate events na lang ang kailangan dito ng LGD.FY. A series of unfortunate events for LGD ang kailangan ng LFY. Question is, mangyayari ba yun? They are now at the mercy of the LGD squad. Can only say na, sige, pwede tayo mag-split push, pwede tayo mag-rat, but sabi mo, it doesn't work anymore. And wala na nga yatang play dito ang LFY para makabawi unless magkamali ang LGD. So, right now, LFY needs to play perfectly. Samantala, LGD naman, just be happy with what they do. The Shiva's guard will catch. No, it will not be there. Almost clipping. Here comes a rod of Atos. Gonna net anything out of that. And now, the push from LGD. Samantala dito sa main mid lane, there's actually gonna be the Chronosphere commitment dito. Ice Blast will be there. Nako po, this might be the Queen of Pain. Although there's the false promise, the Fate Seeding applied as well. 11 dito, naghahanap ng Black Hole target, but the Oracle will be taken down dito. And that Queen of Pain will survive. Lycan form is now chasing on to 11.
Black Hole is still
Black
available.
Hole is still available indeed. There you go, the stun will be there. No, Black Hole will actually miss. That's good for LFY. Earthsplitter will be there, but not gonna be enough. There is the Chronosphere, actually the Exorcism, taken down as well. So 2 for 1 so far. Naghabol sila dito. 11 missed that Black Hole. They might not net anything just because of that. The Barracks still is surviving. Here comes the aggressive maneuver dito. They might take the Night Stalker. They will. Super applying some pressure with the Orchid of Malevolence para kay Ame. Wala siyang makakuha dito. Here comes the Rod of Atos and the stun and the slow. There, the counter Rod of Atos though. Uy, magandang stop so far, but the Walrus Punch connects on the Queen of Pain. Earthsplitter, walang tatamaan dito. Stock Snowball locks down the Queen of Pain. No buyback para sa ating Queen of Pain and Ame fighting against Dear Life, but the smacks from Inflame will be enough to take down that Faceless Void. Nag-aabol pa rin dito. Root will be there. Stomp, connect. The Fortunate as well. Purifying Flames though might save him. No.
Not enough. So
Additional Purifying Flames.
LFY winning that clash. I mean, somewhat winning that clash just because of that missed Black Hole.
Yeah. Well, sabi naman natin, it will take a big blunder mula sa LGD.
The Chronosphere was okay, pero the Black Hole,
Yeah.
totally not there.
Yeah.
And a bit signs of life, 10,000, pero that is 2 racks down na for them. So, how much defense, I mean, successful defense do they have left in them?
Sobrang na-salvage sila ni Elder Titan nung laban na yun. With the Refresher Orb. So, kaya palang nakapagkaroon sila additional Earthsplitter. Unfortunately, Earthsplitter hindi tumama doon sa second try. Pero yung damage din mula sa Elder Titan na normal right clicks lang, naging enough na rin doon. So, all in all, that's a big win para sa LFY.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah, single digit, below 10k na ang lead. And this will probably encourage Monet to again try and go for that split push.
More time to split push, more openings, and maybe another a way for them to be victorious dito. So far, isa lang may buyback ngayon. It's just the Faceless Void.
So, let's see how the rest of the game goes. Pero yeah, naglolo ko pa rin yung Twitch sa marami, unfortunately. Ang konti pa rin ng viewers natin. Black pa rin daw ang screen na nakikita nila.
Heights arrive Major. I think Twitch yata yung may problem, or tayo lang ba? Or Twitch. Oh, okay. So, don't worry kung nagkaroon kayo ng problema pa nun ng streaming. Lahat po nagkakaproblema.
Walrus Punch onto that lone wolf.
Yeah. Why not? Ang sakit panoorin, pero okay lang.
Horcrux mo ba yun?
The Horcrux. But, yeah. What is the plan ngayon para sa both teams, para sa Swardy?
LFY will just, again, they have to hope for a bad Black Hole or a bad Chronosphere. They're a bit more in a position to fight, unlike the last 2 clashes, pero they're still really lagging way behind in terms of items. Elder Titan is the most farmed right now, and Queen of Pain, position 2 nyo down to the 3rd.
Down to the 3rd, indeed. I think 6 chows, 6 nga sa overall. Here comes Safu. Does he know? Meron pa siyang Aghanim Scepter. Yeah. No, wala pa siyang Aghanim Scepter actually. Safu, Night Stalker. Roshan at 50% HP. Night Stalker still...
Wolves are there.
Wolves to scout. But this Roshan is falling very low. Here comes Safu though. Uy, nakita na siya dito. Walrus Punch will connect and the damage is gonna be enough. 52 seconds na walang Night Stalker. So, uy, just at the tip of the sentry ward.
Nakita ka agad. And the reflexes of si parang Afu talaga.
Yeah, here comes creeps lang pala. Akala ko may snowball dito. So sabi dito ni maybe no chance for you to split push. I will push this lane out. Dahil yung ibang lanes naman namin, super creeps naman yan. So mas maganda yung lane equilibrium.
Look at the tower really going down. Yun talagang power ng Lycan.
Yeah.
This is way beyond his prime.
With the double damage as well. So
okay.
Kaya pala sobrang lakas.
Bilis.
Nagtaka rin ako, parang grabe naman to. He does have the Assault Cuirass right now. And yung talents niya kinuha niya dito, 50% cooldown reduction para mas spam niya yung kanyang...
A very late BKB though para kay Monet dito. I think he would like to get that before his first fight. Pero as we say, this Faceless Void namumuesto just in case Monet does overcommit.
And the thing with LGD, sobrang farm na nila ngayon na hindi na nila kailangan ng 5 heroes talaga para mag-push out. They are happy and content na mag-allot ng isang hero dito to defend against that split push na pwedeng maging incoming mula sa side ng LFY.
The LGD can do no wrong at this phase. They can just take it slow, further their banks a little bit pa, maybe get that final item to really put LFY out of their misery.
In terms of final items though, I think Death Prophet maghintay lang siya ng kanyang Octarine Core. Tala, Faceless Void might go for maybe a Blink Dagger just to more surprise factor dito. Although hindi niya kailangan yun, I would say. Level 24 siya. And go for the 300 health. Talent though. And itong Enigma talaga malupit. Level 23 already. So, goes for the 300 health talent then as well. Meron na siya ngayong Blink Dagger para sa Warley. So
even more of a threat. Yes, there we go. I think the Faceless Void might go for the extra range on that time walk para, extra initiation. It really, sobrang layo talaga yan, nakakagulat when you see it. And how often he can cast it really provides him so much utility in team fights.
In comes the push mula sa LGD. Elder Titan is a decent high ground defender kasi pwede siya mag-stop. But here is gonna be that Exorcism and no chance para sa Lycan dito mag-split push. The Hex will be applied para kay Ami. Sonic Wave on top but he will just time walk it away. Chronosphere catches though. Here comes the Ice Blast. Pero walang pakialam dito si Death Prophet. It just takes to the tower. Here it comes. Here is gonna be the Black Hole. Catching 3 dito. Oh my goodness. Do they have the damage? It will be enough. 2 down on the side of LFY. Nag-aabol pa sila. Ice Shards. Ang ganda dito. Nabigilan yung retreat ng Elder Titan.
Committed para
Triple
sa LFY.
buyback para sa LFY. There you go. Back round 2. Here we go. Ame though with the bash. With the damage. Exorcism will expire. And well, he will pay for his life but he has got the Aegis so far. No more ultimates available for LFY. The Air Splitter connection onto the Faceless Void. We'll just time walk it up. Here's the Walrus Punch connection on sa Lycan. They lock him down. The Cold Fate will be there. Ice Blast connection dito. He will hit that Queen of Pain and GG has been called.
2-0 now
2-0
favor
indeed.
of LGD.
The main squad.
And just like we called it nung draft pa lang, the power of a no BKB cancel on the Enigma. Matatakot talaga any team will be scared against that Enigma.
Yeah, so LGD with the better team fight skills dito. Hindi nga nila kailangan mag-combo dito. They went for
separate
value. Parang sabi nila dito, hindi namin kailangan i-layer na parang 5-man chrono into 5-man black hole or whatever. Magsusunod namin single target chrono on a valuable target, take him down, erase him, tapos sunod kami sa next valuable targets and one by one, LFY fell against LGD Gaming's better team fight skills dito. Although nagkaroon ng signs of life para sa Lycan na mapag-split push but that wasn't nearly enough para sa side ng LFY.
And they were really punished whenever Monet tried to get the split push going. Like they were ready. The Chronospheres, the Ice Blast were always there to really just give him a hard time.
Hard time indeed, but still, that is LGD 2-0 na ngayon. Mga Chong, we will go to a Game 3 after a short break. And tingnan natin kung magkakas na si Kuya D. So abangan nyo yan, mga Chong. We will go back again after a short break. This has been Mineski TV's coverage of Mars TV Dota League 2017 Grand Finals. Game 3 upcoming. We are your casters, Wolf and Swardy. Let's see who will cast the next game. See you in a bit.
Till I cramp, 4 rings on her hands, smoke rings from the grams, got a lady and a tramp, bitch I made it from the trap, gonna. I woke up in Paris,